surprised you just...
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Snowhawks and the Blues coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Chicago taking on the Blues of San Antonio. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Duckworth. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart and make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Yeah, they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gonzalez able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Toss left side for Pierce. Shoves him away. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Pierce. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Gonzalez. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Gonzalez gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks will strike first here, this wild card matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out comes San Antonio. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. And let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the #1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
To throw on second down. Duckworth, throw left side, complete. That's Patterson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Duckworth. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Gonzalez in trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Duckworth. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Duckworth. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Gonzalez. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Gonzalez on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw. Gonzalez throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run here with Pierce, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Snowhawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back out comes San Antonio. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They begin with a quick throw out left. So the completion gets them just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, he and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On first and 10, Duckworth. He's got Patterson on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And from the 42 now, here's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Off play action. Duckworth. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Duckworth. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Up the middle they go. Black. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off the play fake. Duckworth for Marshall. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first, and the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Gonzalez. It's complete to Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 23-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Duckworth eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Duckworth. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken at the 46. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Gonzalez to Pierce. They set up the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Snowhawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you don't
down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Black. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31.
They'll keep it on the ground. Black. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Duckworth. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Pressure comes as he gets this one away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't do that.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
On 1st down, Duckworth. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Gonzalez. And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And he comes back with one complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back out comes San Antonio. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 1st down, Duckworth. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on run.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Another carry for Pierce. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Gonzalez throwing on 1st down. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Shepard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st down, Chicago.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Gonzalez. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Black. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw. Duckworth. This one left side, caught by Patterson. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Blues get a bit closer.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Gonzalez, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing to start the drive. Duckworth. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery.
Gonzalez now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Gonzalez. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back out comes San Antonio. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Duckworth. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gonzalez. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Off play action. Gonzalez. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
To throw is Gonzalez on 1st and 10. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Gonzalez on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just...
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. Here's a 2nd and 8. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Hand off left side, Pierce. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Gonzalez. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Black. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Duckworth throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Duckworth. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Black. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duckworth to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Duckworth. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the before they drop it. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, Duckworth.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They'll look to throw again, and he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Duckworth. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Gonzalez throwing on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Gonzalez. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back out comes San Antonio. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, Duckworth into space at the 45. Now inside the 25. And touchdown! A big play there. 78 yards. And the Blues have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a two-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
At this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the third down. Looking to throw. Gonzalez. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Gonzalez now to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 6, 1:51 on the clock. A touchdown likely means they move on to these playoffs. Tense moments for the hometown faithful as they've got it with a first down. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do. But what a great start for them. They got to thank the guys on D.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Able to find Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He's back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.